When you see something difficult look easy, there's a bunch of 4:30 in the morning wake-ups that made that happen.
It's hard to get motivated at 5 in the morning. And maybe you do it one day, but again and again, you're gonna go out there again, you're gonna get rejected, you're gonna go do it again and again. That is the X-ray vision.
It's seeing through all the late nights. It's seeing through all the early mornings to get to your goal.
Those are just obstacles.
If you want uncommon results, you can't live a common life. You can't be like everyone else. You can't go out on the weekend. You can't sleep in late. You can't watch TV at night. You can't do what common people do and want uncommon results, living a common life. Going for that life, you're gonna have to kill off all comfort. The only way to be admired is to do things that suck.
You have to train your brain by doing things that make you uncomfortable consistently to build this mindset that when things are hard, which they will be, we don't shy away, we don't quit, we attack.
You have to attack. You have to keep attacking. The enemy has to know he is not going to give up. You must break the soul whatever the fuck is in front of you. Nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. Nothing.
All it is showing up every day, doing the you know you're supposed to do, going to bed and repeating that no matter how long it takes, and making sure that no distractions, no bullshit, no people, nothing gets in your fucking way.
I'm seeing through all those walls. I'm getting to where I want to go.
How you become hard is doing that you don't want to do. You have to take yourself out of your comfort zone and bury yourself in something that makes you feel so horrible that you have to see how your mind's thinking in that horrible situation and overcome it while you're in That's what makes a human being hard. You have to struggle. The bigger the suffering, the more peace.
Push harder. Make yourself get out of the comfort zone and get into the combat zone where you have to fight, where you have to dig deep, where strength and power and fortitude are found. Have you ever finished a workout and said, gee, I'm glad I took it easy. I'm glad I didn't push myself too hard? No.
When you slack off during a workout, you feel weak and you feel defeated. But when you go hard, when you allow for no slack whatsoever, when you meet that wall of pain and suffering and you power right through it, that feeling stays with you and it builds and it strengthens everything you do that day. That's what makes you a tougher human being. That's what makes you unstoppable. So when you hit that wall, you batter that wall, attack that wall, and don't stop attacking until you break through to the other side.
It's in those moments you must retrain your mind to think differently in hell.
If you don't control your mind, don't control you. You must control your focus.
If you'll resist taking the easy road and discipline your thinking, discipline your focus, your actions will naturally take you in the direction you want to go.
If you can push yourself beyond what most people give up on, you're going to get there eventually. How do you build a muscle? Work it beyond its comfort zone many times. Because muscles respond to demand. Same thing is true of your mind. You get more strength and faith when you demand it of yourself. Courage, commitment, anything. You build mental fortitude every time you push yourself beyond what's comfortable.
That's what gives me confidence, is facing these things, overcoming them. And maybe not overcoming them every day, but facing them and facing them, facing them. Pretty soon like this, you know what, man, this is where it's at. It's not in that comfort zone. It's in the discomfort zone is where my confidence is getting built. It's all about your mind takes control of you. You have to say, fuck you, I run this motherfucker.
Winners wake up early, put the work in, intentionally do hard, get mentally tough, and get ready to attack today.
You have to be mentally tough to get to that next level. You have to take action under any circumstances.
If you want to be a winner, it will get harder before it gets easier.
If you're on the path for anything that's great or good, it will be pure hell. Then you start hitting adversity, people start making fun of you, and you're not getting the progress as fast as you want it. What do? If you want to win, quit quitting.
If you want to quit, I
understand why you want to quit. I wanted to quit 10 million times. But I decided I'm going to quit quitting. The dadgummit, I'm going to see this thing through.
What would your life look like today if all the things that you said you would do in the past you actually did?
You just have to stop stopping. You gotta quit quitting.
If you're not feeling your best, you gotta take action. This is where we start separating ourselves. Everybody's talented. Everybody's gifted. Not everybody is mentally tough. Not everybody is strong. Not everybody is willing to come up with a solution and do whatever it takes.
The question is not if life is going to get hard. We can guarantee that. The question is, are you mentally tough to get through it?
And when you get to a point where you make a decision to be relentless, there are things that people who are relentless get that people who are not, they don't get.
I am getting up every day and intentionally, on purpose, doing things that are hard. And if I do things that are hard, when I make more calls than anybody else, when I wake up in the morning when I don't want to, when I go ahead and put my phone down in the gym and put it on Do Not Disturb so I don't mess with it, put my music on, grind for an hour and a half, when I do those things, when I do 4 reps, that means if I'm doing a set of 10 and then 10 it burns, I'm like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna do 3 more. I'm gonna do 4 more for me. I'm gonna torture me intentionally. I know that when I'm lifting weights, when it's a set of 5, I do 6. When it's a set of 8, I do 9. When it's 45 on the treadmill, I do 46. When it's supposed to be 20 phone calls, I make 21. When it's supposed to be an 8-hour workday, I work 9. Whatever it is, I always do 1 more. And what that does is it makes me eventually think I'm doing things other people aren't willing to do, so I should get things other people aren't gonna get.
How can you beat someone who cannot fucking quit? How can you beat someone who every time they go through a hard time, they get better and they get stronger instead of getting weaker and getting demoralized? How can you beat someone who looks back on all the tests that they've had and said, yeah, that wasn't shit, dude. Bring it the fuck on. As opposed to the person who's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It's gonna be the person who has a stoic mentality, who looks at it and says, all right, we'll get through it. Not freaking the fuck out. Struggle and hardship and bad times and tests, those are all part of the journey. Every time you go through these hard things, you get better, you get stronger, you get mentally tougher. And the more mentally tough you become, the easier your life will be.
Be the only one in a group that wants to quit but doesn't and push through. Whatever it is we're gonna do it all the way. Total immersion. Total immersion means we are going to go in deeper, harder, stronger, faster, and crazier than anyone else ever has before.
Nothing worthwhile is going to be given to you. It's going to be earned, and it's going to be earned through your pain, through your misery, through your suffering. People that succeed quit quitting when things get hard. Quitting is a habit. Quitting is a mentality. It's a core value of people. You know, this isn't for me because it's fucking hard. It's all fucking hard. That's what you don't understand. Any path you take to get where you want to be, if that place is worthwhile to go, it's going to be fucking hard. Every single path that you could possibly take to get somewhere where you want to be is going to be hard. Struggle, pain, misery, frustration, those are signs that you are on the right path and making progress. You have to learn to identify these things as indications that you are on the right path. Nobody that is where you want to be has gotten there without these struggles, without the bleeding, without the pain, without the misery. Nobody. So what makes you think that you're going to be able to be that person that gets there with none of those things? And if you want to be something big, you want to dream big, you want to be something great, you are going to have to learn to accept the struggle as part of the recipe.
It's about gaining control of your mind, putting things back in the proper perspective, and then saying, I really do want to be here, and I'm going to have a bunch of these 1 seconds, and I have to learn to control these, because if I fail, I will not be a doctor, I will not be a lawyer, I will not be whatever the fuck it is.
Every single day you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get what I want? And if the answer is, whatever the fuck I have to, you'll get there in time.
until you change. Not until the economy changes, not until the market changes, not until your manager changes. Until you change, nothing changes.
It's not going to be easy. If you're willing to put forth effort, it can be a reality.
Most people live in this nice, comfortable place that makes them feel really good. The temperature in the house is 72 degrees. They got a refrigerator full of food. Everything is great. And they always ask, how do I become hard? You sure as hell don't become hard by living that way. The way you do it is by drowning yourself in a position where you're just
No backup. You have no reinforcements. No one's gonna come and do it for you.
in these situations. Define who you become. Do you quit or do you push through? When you quit, your mind says we're done. So it doesn't expand. There's no expansion when you quit. When you say, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind, it says, damn, he's not leaving. So we gotta expand, we gotta grow, we gotta figure this thing out. And then you start to engage parts of your mind that you never engaged before. When you're in suffer mode and you say, I'm not gonna quit.
If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is easy, complain about your situation, your circumstances. If you do what is easy, stand around and be a volunteer victim like everybody else. If you do what is easy, surrender and give up on your dreams. Become depressed and bitter and angry. Anybody can do that. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, keep coming back again and again and again, disciplining yourself every day, pushing your mind and body, pushing your limits. If you do that over and over and over again, your life will be easy.
How in the hell can you ever figure out what you're capable of doing unless you wake up and go all in at one time and test yourself?
Put yourself in a position where you can't retreat, where it's do or die, sink or swim. Here's what you'll find out. You'll develop incredible swimming skills. You'll find yourself stroking unlike you've ever seen before. Through the inspiration of desperation, you'll become more creative than ever before.
Cut the freaking leash, bro. Could you work 5 times harder than you do right now? When will you really give the best to you?
Throw your whole self into it. See, most people go at it tentatively. They don't give all their stuff. They don't concentrate. They don't put everything they've got in them.
I want you to have the mindset that you're going to work on yourself. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to improve your health. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to create wealth. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to live an expanded vision of yourself, and you're going to go all in.
Let's see what the hell you're made of. Let's just see how good you can become.
You have to go the extra mile. You have to go all in. Winners do not leave things to chance. They do everything that they possibly can, that they are in control of every single time, every single day, for a long, long, long time to win. They understand the last 20% is what separates them from everybody else. It's what separates you from where you want to be. It's accepting that you're in control and you're going to do everything in your power to win.
Some people, they tend to go all in. Some people, they give their all. Some people, they give their best. And you know what? Sometimes when you give your best, there's pain. You give your best and they judge you. You give your best, they don't pay you as much as they used to. You give your best, they make fun of you. You give your best, you risk ruin. You give your best, you don't know if you can maintain it. You give your best, you're tired. You give your best, you might fail. You give your best, you might burn out. There might be pain, but you know what? If you don't give your best, there is also pain. You don't give your best, you will never feel like you're winning. There's no success at work if you don't fully engage and assert yourself. Because the worst thing is, you'll always have the pain of knowing you're not even trying. The real win is you feel like you engaged and gave your best in this life. There isn't a regret. And if there is a regret, at least you know you gave your best through it. The worst regret is you half-assed through it, and it makes it even a worse regret. The regret feels even worse because you didn't even try. So now you have something to regret and you didn't even try. But if you have something to regret and you know you tried, you have honor, you have self-respect. I want you to have that. The real win in success, in life, in business. How do you succeed at work? You give your all again in a whole sea of people who are quiet quitting, bowing out, complaining, waiting to see how it goes. You show up as strivers and you say, I'm here, I'm ready, I go in straight. That's the difference maker. Give your best.
No one's coming. No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to work on that project for you. No one's going to study for you. No one's going to work out for you. It's up to you and you alone to get it done.
It's your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything that you're supposed to be. And you're so damn busy waiting to feel like it. And you're never going to.
You have no backup. You have no reinforcements. No one's gonna come and do it for you. You're gonna have to do it all yourself.
No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. The only person that's gonna make a drastic change in your life is you. You have to do it for you.
Nothing happens until something moves. Nothing is going to happen in your life until you get up and start moving. So make movement, move forward. You must discipline yourself to get up and get it done now.
Well, what about jet lag? What if there's a time change? What if there's no good gym? Don't care. Time change? Don't care. Jet lag? Don't care. Don't have a good gym? Don't care. Just shut your mind down. It gets no vote. Set up your gear, set up your weights, and do the work. Just do the work. Go through the motions, get it done.
The greatest version of you is not the I can do anything version of you. The greatest version of you is the disciplined version of you. The greatest version of you is the version that has parameters. No, I don't do that. I don't drink that. I don't go there with these people. I'm focused. I have a prize that's in front of me. I know what I'm supposed to do, and that ain't it. I have to stay right here.
You gotta let everything go but that thing you're pursuing. You can't chase two rabbits and catch both of them.
You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You sure as hell not staying the same. A conversation versus you. Yeah, our block goes on. It's time to get after it. Stay hard. Stay fun. Life ain't about medals, certificates, houses, money, cars. It's about scars. The scars show your willingness to get to the other side. They show your failures. They show your willingness to start from scratch. They show what you're willing to do to go the distance, to see what you're capable of.
I want to know what I'm made of. I want to know what I can overcome. And I know that the harder the obstacle to overcome, the more strength I'm going to gain from it.
It's about taking personal responsibility for your life. It's about no more excuses. It's about no more trials and tribulations getting in your way. It's about getting up as early as you need to. It's about doing whatever it takes.
Be not counting Russell, counting Peak. That's the one your way. Know who you are, what you want to be, without a shadow of a doubt, whatever it takes.
You need to be the master of your emotions, not let them affect you.
Get control of your feelings. By getting control of your feelings, you gain control of your life. When you do this over and over and over again, you change your brain. You become tougher. You become the one who decides what gets done and the level of success you achieve.
I see people writing on my page, oh, I listen to your videos and I get hyped. That's great. But what do you do after the 5 minutes is over? What do you do when you wake up the next day? What do you do when somebody's not there watching you? What do you do when you have to either do what it is you know you're supposed to do without somebody there to supervise you, or you get to take the play off because no one's going to know the difference? And that's discipline to do the stuff you don't want to do because you know that it needs to be done.
Don't run from the difficult classes. Take them. Little pressure, little progress. Stop taking shortcuts. Stop taking the easy way. Go to the heat. Because the sooner you go to the heat, the sooner there's rain.
You gotta get a little bit more intense about your life. You gotta stop being so casual. It's decisions we make that chase that best version of us every second, every day, because every day alters the direction of the course of our lives.
Take ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes, take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. I was never the strongest guy, I'm not the fastest guy, not the smartest guy, but I will work, and I will work hard. I will be up when my competitor's asleep. I will be up when my enemy is curled up in bed. I will be up getting after it.
The commodity that I see the majority of people who aren't getting the places they want, aren't achieving the things that they want, is strictly based on hustle. It's strictly based on being outworked. It's strictly based on missing crucial opportunities.
What would happen if you just stopped wasting the opportunities that are in front of you? You'd be who knows how much more efficient, 10 times more efficient, 20 times more efficient. You have no idea how efficient people get because you're not everything you could be and you know it.
There are those of you with phones, and every new phone that comes out, you get it. Every upgrade, you get it. Every piece of software, you get it. You are upgrading your technology and you've not upgraded yourself. I'm obsessed with improvement. Every day I'm getting better. But I'm obsessed with this. As long as I'm alive, I won't stop. This ain't no hobby. And the reason why your life is where it is, the thing that means the most to you is a hobby. It's a hobby. The reason why some of you could be stopped because you're doing it for yourself. And guess what happens when you get tired? When you grinding hurts. Grinding is a sacrifice. Grinding costs. When you're grinding and your body tell you hurt, when you're doing it for you, you stop. When you hurt, you stop. When you feel pain, you stop. When you tired, you stop. When you disappointed, you stop. When somebody get in your ear, you stop. When you doing it for somebody else, when you like that lion, if I don't grind, if we don't grind, if I don't grind, they don't eat. That person that you think about has to be louder than the snooze button. So when you think about Granny, you gotta think about, do I hit the snooze button or do I get up and make it happen for Granny? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Who are you doing this for? So the days I wanna hit that alarm clock, I think about my why. I can't quit. I can't stop. I can't get tired. My mama counting on me. My wife is counting on me. This is why I grind. This is why I work. This is why I hustle. My grandma called and said, grandson, you all over the world. When you gonna get some rest? I said, when I die, grandma. Because every single inch I can get, I'm gonna take it. Every gig I get, I kill it. I have an opportunity of a lifetime. Every single time, I've gotta be in beast mode 24/7. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. Every opportunity, I have to reprove myself again. Why? Because the day you become content is the day you die. This has everything to do with pride. Have some pride. When you give effort, don't give no 70% away. You give 120%. Every time. Extreme effort. Why? Because this is what I do. This is my lane. This is your lane. You gotta murder it. Because life is gonna give you back what you give it. What's gonna separate you from everybody else? Growth is the greatest separator between men. That's next level. That's saying that although I'm already great at what I do, I'm ready to dig deeper. I'm ready to make another sacrifice. I'm ready to go somewhere everybody else ain't ready to go. Why? Because I'm ready to take it to the next level. All I want y'all to do this year is stop doing what they doing. If you want to take your business to the next level, you have to stop doing what everybody else is doing. You have to stop doing what's comfortable. You have to stop doing what's convenient. And you gotta find difficult. And you gotta wake up every day and do difficult until you master it. And once you master difficult, you separate yourself from everybody else. If you stop doing what they doing, you're gonna be a champion. Separate yourself. If you're not the best in your position, why you playing? Why you having fun? Why you rewarding yourself for something you hadn't accomplished? This is the time to work. You better take the short time you have and be the best that you can be, because they pay you different when you're the best. The perks are different when you're the best. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You stop when you complete it, when you execute it. I'm not talking about putting forth effort because your coach told you to. I'm not talking about coming to class on time for your teacher. I'm not talking about your boss. I'm talking about doing it for you. Self-pride, self-respect. I'm talking about at the end of the day, you being able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm proud of myself. You want to feel good about yourself because you put forth every single fiber, every single effort that you have, you putting it forth. Set the standard,
then raise the standard, then uphold the standard every single day. Principles over feelings. It's not about how I feel. What's the principle? You are where you are because of your feelings. You're not on principles right now. You would be a millionaire right now if you stopped going back to bed. Yeah, you got the mentor. Yeah, you got the book. So what? The books can't make you get your butt up. You know what you want, but you are not personally willing to do the work it takes to get it. What you're trying to do is do what you've done on this level and get the next level. You're like, I'm getting up every day. I'm putting in 2.5. I'm putting in 3, and I'm not getting the opportunity. The opportunity might require 3.5. I'm lifting weights. I'm eating right, and I'm not getting the opportunity. It might require getting up and working out 3.5. It might require you saying no to your friends. It might require you changing your diet. It might require you moving to another city. Whatever it takes, you gotta be willing to do it. And you keep saying you're not there because of something else, because it's easier to blame somebody else. Stop blaming and take full responsibility. If you have the courage, if you got the guts to say, it's my fault, then you also have the courage and the guts to do something about it and bring about change. You gotta put in 5,000 hours, 10,000 hours. You gotta grind, and you ain't gonna see nothing when you first start grinding. Ain't nothing coming in. Or you might look up and see a little success, and then it's gonna stop, and you're like, what happened? Nothing. Keep grinding. Keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Keep working. Just shut up and grind and let your grind speak for you. We ain't gotta tell them who we are. We just keep grinding, and they gonna figure it out. I need you to wake up every day and say, today ain't today, but my day coming. I will not stop. I will not give up. I will not give in until my day comes.
The thing is, when you look back on your life, you don't remember these days. You don't remember how cold it was. A little bit of sleep you might have missed, like getting out of bed early. What you do remember is coming up second place, third place, not first place. Because success doesn't know these things about cold or early or tired. It just knows if you showed up or not. The difference between someone successful and someone that's not successful is not their ability. The differential is their desire.
There are two ways to be successful. And I don't subscribe to the first one, that's just natural talent. And I just don't believe people who are naturally talented are better than me. I believe effort, and you've heard me say it. Your mama might come from privilege. Your daddy might come from privilege. Your daddy might own a company. You might have a father that can give you everything your little heart desires, but you will not outwork me. Why? Because I realize that the bigger the dream, the more effort you're gonna have to put in. I'm saying that some of you in this room, you might have small beginnings. You might not have a lot of money. You might not have a lot of resources. And I need you to understand that the bigger your dream is, the earlier you're gonna have to get up. The longer you're gonna have to stay up. I'm talking about concrete commitment. I'm talking about the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left. Because I think we all know in this room, character's not something that we inherit. Character's something we gotta wake up every single day. We gotta fight and we gotta build it.
See, some of you have dreams and goals, but hard work, you can't get around it. I wish there was a magic wand that I could wave, that your passion, your dream, that thing you want to achieve, it could just happen, but it can't. Hard work is required. Hard work works. And you know what's great about our culture, y'all? The world's lazy. It's a good thing for you and me. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody will talk about it. Everybody will post about it. But nobody wants to roll up their sleeves and just go get it.
You gotta begin with the end in mind. So whatever your dream or your goal is, you gotta wake up every day to it. You gotta go to bed with it. You gotta read stuff. The music you listen to, everything you do gotta pour into that dream. I understand it is in the process that you get better. It's in the process that don't nobody know your name, and 5 years later, you one of the best in the world. Why? The process. I don't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm broke. Then why do you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because I ain't finished yet. I am not phenomenally skilled, but I'm phenomenally willed. My IQ may never change, but my will changes every year. I get stronger and stronger and more determined. Why? Because it's in my DNA. I make the decisions every single day to be successful or to be a failure. We're not dealing with chance no more, baby. This all choice. If you are not that talented, you can beat them with time. You can get to the spot before they get to the spot. Get your butt up and get there. Get up.
Act like you playing basketball. Act like you playing football. Compete. That's what bothers me. Many of y'all are not competing. I need effort. Compete. Act like you playing football. Go in that doggone classroom. Compete. Many of you have lost your competitive edge. Get your competitive edge back. I'm not against no other motivational speaker. I'm just competitive.
When you dedicate your life, you don't care anything about the odds. When the dream is big enough, the odds don't matter. When you're working, you have a wall to break through. A friend of mine runs a marathon, and he says, when he's running the 26-mile marathon, he said, let's say that hypothetically, that 18th mile is the wall. He said, Les, when you get there and you're running, he says, everything in you is telling you to stop, to give up. Every muscle is aching. And you're saying to yourself, I can't do it. I can't do it. And you just keep on and you keep on and you keep on. It seems like you're moving at slow motion. And then eventually when you break through that 18-mile wall, then you know it's like done and you're on automatic and you glide on in. And you know it's there. You know you're going to get to the finish line. And we've all had experiences where we were working on something and we knew it was possible. And we did those things that were necessary to bring it into reality. We took the responsibility to make it happen. Other people couldn't see it. A lot of people didn't believe it. You were attacked. You were criticized. People were opposing you, but you kept on doing it. It was hard. It was rough. It was difficult. But to you, it was worth it. And eventually you got to a level, you know, can nothing stop me now. I'm on the move. This ain't for the weak and the uncommitted. Sometimes it's gonna hurt. Sometimes it's gonna be painful. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to walk. But if you want it, you gotta go get it. You gotta play hard for it. Yep, it's difficult. Yep, why? Because the process is weeding out the weak.
You're working out and you wanna die. Feel the pain happening in your legs as you rep out one more squat, because it'll be all the more pleasurable when you reach the inevitable other end of the spectrum where you're laying in your hammock, sipping on a protein shake. Boy, I really went hard. I really went hard on that set. I really went hard in my career. I really went hard in life. Go hard and die hard.
There's going to be more times that you don't want to do something than you do want to. You are constantly going to have to do things that you do not want to do.
You have to force yourself. Anything that's a break from your routine is going to require force. And the only way you'll get it is by forcing yourself to be uncomfortable.
What are you doing to make your next effort your best effort? Are you reaching deep down inside to fight through everything that you're going through right now? Or are you settling to be where you are at this current moment? You need to work an hour longer. You need to run just a little faster. You need to put 5 more pounds on the rack. That's the effort you need to be great. That's the sacrifice that you have to put in order for you to get to the next level that you need to be in. It's going to take the dog mentality. It's gonna take you getting a hold of this thing and not letting go. You're gonna have to fight and fight till you can't fight anymore. If you put in your mind at this moment that whatever it takes, I will do whatever I have to do to get to the other side. You can strive for 100%. You may get to 99, but that 1%, it can hurt more than anything. 1% is injuries. 1% is bumps and bruises. 1% is sweat, blood, and tears every single day. But when you're down and you feel out, just remember this is that 1%.
You need to put more energy into what you're doing than anybody else. So you're getting up at 4 and it ain't working. Get up at 3:30. So you read the book once and you didn't get it. Read it twice. Read it 3 times.
You do a little extra effort here. You take whatever's normal and you do a little extra to it. That's what makes it extraordinary. What's that extra? The extra rep. Getting up at an extra half hour earlier. Those little extras combined to a word called extra with ordinary together to make extraordinary.
Stop going about the day as you're serving. Become the master. Run your day and stop having it run you. Believe in yourself. You got 1 of 100 has a belief instead of just jaw-jet talk of intent. Huge differential there. Differential is somebody just believing in life, and the other one taking the most of the opportunity, the time of life. Remembrance. Otherwise, forgotten.
People who succeed, people who are champions, produce when they don't feel like it. They execute every day, whether they're sick, whether they're tired, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it's a fucking hurricane, it doesn't matter. People who win execute. People who don't only execute on the days they feel good. That's the difference between everything you've ever wanted and everything you currently have. You can execute, and you execute on the days you feel good, and you execute on the days you feel like shit. And you execute when it's raining, and you execute when it's snowing, and you execute when your legs broke. It doesn't matter. Winners execute, losers only execute when they feel like it. Instant gratification versus delayed gratification. Losers always take instant gratification. What's good for me now? What do I feel like doing now? That's loser mentality. Winner's mentality is, I know what I gotta do, and I do it today, I do it tomorrow, and I do it every motherfucking day from here until the end of time, and then I do it some more. That's winning.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member at benlionelscott.com. Plus, get early access to all new content and hundreds of exclusive videos.